Hello YouTube. So what I'm going to do is just go over 3 games that quickly show how to improve your KD. So first of all, capture the neutral flag. That's a very easy tip. I mean, I know it sounds silly, but a lot of people say don't capture it because you'll mess up the timing, but trust me, capture it because it's going to put you in the defensive footing for B as well. Also, people say don't capture B, don't play objective. Capture B and play objective if you know you can get it. Look there, that's an extra 200 points. That was a very good example of shoulder peeking. We'll watch that in slow motion in a second. I end up getting a triple kill on my A flag because of that shoulder peek. If I'd shot there, I wouldn't have got it if I'd challenged them. But look, in slow motion, I see a sniper at satellite and I don't challenge him. I'm like, nah, out of there. Straight away, that's all I need to do. About a tenth of a second, identify the problem and just left it. And here, capturing the C flag, I know my teammates are positioned where they are, so if they die, I'm going to know where the enemy's coming from. So that's why I face forward, because I know that's where it's coming from. Now, that actually got me a hater, which then got me my mothership. So again, this is a good example of just staying on the outside and minimising the risk, because oftentimes by staying on the outside, like, you'll get some free kills like there and there and there. That's just kills that there was no risk for me at all there. And I've now got mothership for next round, so I may as well sit back here until the round's over. And next round, using my combat focus to get the neutral flag gets me so close to my next kill streak. Then using that with my mothership will get me a hater and a Cerberus. I'm only 125 away, and it does get my hater. Look, there's my hater there, and I've got my Cerberus out and inbound getting kills. Now here I can't get a kill to save myself. I don't know why, I just keep getting assists. But one thing I'd say is definitely use high cal. Whether it's, you know, most assault rifles are very good with it, but definitely the Shiva, the Man O' War and the XR2, that's the best assault rifle I could say in terms of a setup for you. And then also use combat focus, anti-op and overclock as well. Here it's just good play that gets me the kills, to be honest with you. I mean, because I'm checking my back to make sure they don't flank me, even though I've got my hater on. That's the best thing to do because you want to get the pre-aim on them. I don't use quick draw, I use stock. I'd say that if you're going to use a class, make it sure it's like Man O' War, high caliber stock, XR2 high caliber stock, Shiva high caliber stock. Here I get locked down, but what I do is very, very smart. So I try and double back around there to get the kill. That normally would have worked, but there's a lot of people there and he doesn't push me. What I do is, we've got a UAV and I know this, so I actually stop just here to make sure that that right side's covered before I go out. Stop for about a second, not even. Jump out. I don't get the kill somehow, but you know, the point is I'm alive and actually managed to get a couple of kills with this guy's weapon. That's one thing to mention. Don't run scavenger. Just pick up weapons. Oftentimes they're better than the guns you have, so you may as well pick up the weapon. I actually get a bit lucky here and get a wraps and manage to get a kill on the guy mid-air to get another Cerberus, so absolutely mauling this game. But in spite of that, you know, you are going to die eventually, and that's how I die. In exit I'm 53, but nothing you can do about that. So you just have to stay zen, because stay zen, keep it calm, you'll be fine. It's only one death, 22 and 1 at this point I think. But yeah, another easy and obvious tip, just get in the most obscure level locations if you're going to use a Cerberus or mothership. When you're actually in the Cerberus itself, just control their spawns and get as many kills as you can with it. I mean, I'd say I average, when I control a Cerberus, about 7 kills. That's normally enough to push me towards my hater, and the hater can normally get a mothership, so chaining together those kill streaks. Also, with the Cerberus, you can destroy other people's kill streaks, don't forget about that. That's going to get you a lot of points. Like, in a moment I'll show you where I destroy a UAV with my Cerberus. Just here, just look straight up in the sky and just use your primary gun, and it will take you half a second or something to destroy a UAV, and that's 75 points or nothing. Just shitting that guy, no bother. But here, just an example of just don't go overconfident. Just because I've only had one death, I get a bit overconfident. You know, it's demolition. I know I've got this lane closed down, so try to kill him in RK5 cross map. But if I take my time and get a bit more cover, I'm going to get the kill, more than likely. I do bait my teammate a bit there, but who gives a fuck. Now this is the next and last game. It's just what I mean by patient against impatient. This looks like patient gameplay, and it is at the beginning, but because I get assists and I've captured the B and A flag, I've got a lot of points, you know, towards my Cerberus, and I end up I think 225 away from it, and because of that I start to push in a crazy way and I jump actually into an enemy shots, and that's how I die. I think it's the only death I get in this entire game, but that's because I was too desperate to get the kill because they weren't pushing enough. But this looks like impatient gameplay, this one, but this is the patient gameplay because I'm always pre-aimed when I get into a gunfight. I'm never jumping into their shots like there. You're never going to win a gunfight if you're jumping into their shots. It's not going to put you at any advantage. That's the thing. If you're going to play for your KD, whether it's a 2 KD or a 10 KD, you're always looking to get the best advantage at any time. And I mean here, I get a Cerberus out of nothing very quickly. And then the Cerberus hopefully chains to a hater, and then the hater chains to the mothership. Definitely the best 3 kill streaks to use. Cerberus, hater, mothership. Because they all chain together, and they're all quite overpowered considering how much they cost, to be honest with you. People really underrate the mothership. Here, I think I get 25 points away from my Cerberus, and somehow I do not get this kill. Watch. I mean, I don't know what's happening there, but everything misses, and I somehow don't get the kill. Next, I actually start spawn trapping a bit with my hater, because even though I'm just in a party of 1 right now, you can spawn trap just yourself if you've got a hater. It's something that people don't do, and there, that's very good play. The grenade was right next to me, and I heard the noise, so I stopped just in case, because I knew I was very close to the mothership. I mean, that's one thing. Because you're in a mothership, you don't want to die 100 away for that, because even a fucking Buddhist monk would go apeshit if they died 10 from mothership, and I understand it's fucking infuriating, but that's everything for you, YouTube. Sub for more. Peace out.